Welcome to A Fathered Home, a podcast from Faith and Flow, where heaven meets moms in the real world. I'm Marlies, and every week we spend just a few minutes together discovering practical, faith-filled encouragement to help you renew your mind, strengthen your heart, and walk a little closer with God. Let's dive right in. Do you know who you really are? I think it's a concept, your identity. It's a concept that we don't really ever deeply think about, right? Because we are just moms and we do our thing and we go through the next thing in our lives. It's not something that we actively sit and think about. But today I want to tell you, this work is extremely powerful. It really, really is. And if you go do these exercises, I promise you, you're gonna see a difference in your life. Okay, so the I am statements is so important because that forms your identity. Everything that is a thought that is also in front of I am, behind I am, if there's a statement that starts with I am, then it forms a part of your identity, of who you are. So that's why these statements are so important. And the reason why your identity is important, or what you identify with, is because you can't be rich if you identify as being poor. You can't be happy if you identify as being sad. So this is a very important exercise, and remember, it always works like this. It's always first you think, then you feel, then you act. So there's always first the thought, then you feel the emotion, and then you react according to your emotion. So to go back to I am rich and I am poor, if you are thinking I'm rich, but you identify as being poor, then you're going to feel poor. You're not going to take big action and make money, for example, for entrepreneur moms. Or if you keep trying to tell your conscious mind, I am happy, but deep down you identify as being sad, then you're not going to, maybe eventually over time, it's going to take a really long time for you to convince yourself that you're happy, but you have to get rid of the I am sad thought first so that you can identify with being happy. Because if you react from the sad place, your actions are going to show it. Your actions are not going to be that of a happy person. Okay, I hope this makes sense. All right, now the biggest problem that we have with these thoughts is 80% of the I am statements you are not aware of. If I am to ask you, who are you? Say the statement I am. What comes up for you? It's usually things like, I'm a mom, I'm a life coach, your job title, I'm a wife, whatever those things that we identify with. I'm a South African, a boervrou, whatever it is that you identify with on a very superficial level, that's usually where we stop. So to do this, to go more deeply into this exercise, what you will do is you will put emotion. Emotionally, I am. And then you will start hearing answers that will surprise you. There's things that still come up with me. I've been doing this exercise for 4 years, and I've conquered so much in my life with just doing this thing. But still there's things that come up that I wasn't aware of before. And this is why mindset, my coach always says, mindset work is like dusting. You have to keep dusting, otherwise the dust is going to heap up. And you have to keep at it. If there's things bothering you in your life, a certain thing, if you're not feeling happy in your job, go sit down. In my job, I am. In my employment, whatever you want to call it, whatever works with your brain, I am. And then you start writing it down and you stop there. So the exercise works like a fill in the blank. You say the first word consciously or out loud. I am, or emotionally I am, or financially I am, or as an employer I am, as a mom I am, as a wife I am, in my life I am. So that is the words that you say out loud, or in your conscious mind out loud, if you're understanding what I'm saying. And then you kind of stop and you listen. And the rule is your subconscious mind will always finish the thought for you with the things that are most relevant to this statement. So for me, my biggest one always has been, I am strong. That's the first one that comes up always. And then we go into the deeper, darker layers of not so greatness. But so what I'm trying to say with that is keep going. Don't stop. Just don't think, oh, great. Okay, cool. I'm strong. Because I promise you, there's so much more beneath the surface. All right. So once you've uncovered these deep thoughts of yours, keep going. Just write a whole page of I am statements. You'll get into it as you go through this exercise. So now you've uncovered all of these things, and there's things that you really are not happy with. What do you do now? How do you change this? So luckily now you become aware. So by doing this exercise, you are now aware that you are having these thoughts. Once you've shined a light on it, they can't hide anymore. So that is the basic principle, just being aware of what you are thinking, which we don't do because we think of the next task. We don't think of anything to do with I am. And then every time it comes up, because it can't hide anymore, now you will see it. You will notice it every time it comes up. When there's this horrible thing, let's say I am poor. Every time you think that, you will notice it. You will think, oh, I just saw that again. It just came up again for me. And then you can start catching that thought and releasing it. Catching it and releasing it. That's the way it goes. That is the way you change this. You can put in an affirmation to change the thought. When you catch it, I thought I'm poor. Now I'm going to release it, and I'm rather going to think I am wealthy. Whatever it is you want to replace your old thought pattern with, you can think of a new one. When you do replace the thought, try to keep it as small, the gap between them, as small as possible. For example, the I am rich, I'm poor one works the best always. That is too big of a leap. If you really believe that you're poor, starting to say that I am wealthy, I'm rich, is too big of a gap. Your subconscious mind is not going to believe that. So rather say something like, I am working on it every day. I am financially helping myself. I am boosting my finances every day. Whatever works with your brain, whatever, there's some thoughts that your brain will just not like. And I've experienced this with my dad. He was sick for a very long time, and I was trying to go from I am sad to I'm happy and I'm okay. Just I'm okay. And there were some thoughts that I tried, and I practiced with this, and I said, I'm okay because this is his life path. I'm okay because, all of these reasons, I tried to come up with these reasons why he's sick, and eventually the only thing that my brain got stuck with and went like, okay, that makes sense, is shit happens. We live in a world that's broken. That was it. That was the thought that got me through. Okay, that makes sense. Now I can move on. So try different things, thoughts, words, use different words with your brain. Please go and sit and do the emotionally I am, in my job I am, those things as well, where you specifically need to identify what is going on, why am I feeling this way. Then you can put your own words in there. Thank you for spending these few minutes with me today. If this episode encouraged you and you'd like to continue your journey, you'll find faith-filled journals, Bible studies, guided resources, and more at the Faith and Flow shop. And if you're a mom rebuilding after divorce and would like personal support, I'd love to invite you to book a free clarity session with me. You'll find all the links down below in the show notes. Until next time, keep flowing with faith, and may your home always be fathered by His presence.